Hello, everybody. Mary Elizabeth here with Sacred Love Tarot. It is cold this evening. Look at this. This is really cold. It is cold this evening. It is 39 outside, I believe, and it is raining, possible snowing. I don't know. I'm afraid to go outside. So this is your free tea leaf / tarot reading. It is Thursday, November 21st, 2024. Thank you all for turning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button, and share. If you are currently in the room and would like a reading, please put your name in the comments, or if you have a question. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here again. You were here last night as well. Thank you so very much. General, all right. Let me ask you a question. Would you like, I have 3 tarot decks in front of me. I have the Angel Tarot, the Everyday Witch, or the Crow Tarot. Or we can do a tea leaf. Which one would you want for the general? The Angel, got it. All right, so this is the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. And his name was Valentine. Doreen Virtue and Riley Valentine. So let me give it a good shuffle, and we'll do a general for you. All right, so this is for Marijana. General, please. All right, so 3 cards. We have the 8 of Water. So the 8 of Water is that's the 8 of Cups. It's a desire to move on. It's a desire to detach yourself emotionally from something. So it kind of feels, whatever the situation is, that you have given it all that you can give it emotionally. You have nothing left to give. It's like you've depleted all of your cups, and it's like you don't even have anything for yourself. So with the 8 of Cups energy, it is really time to find something more meaningful, find something that you truly believe in, nourish yourself, show yourself empathy and compassion, fill those cups back up. This could be also spiritual growth, emotional and spiritual growth with the 8 of Water. Then we have the Dreamer, which is the Fool. And I love, let me see that. Ah, yes. Okay. So we have the 8 of Water. This is you walking away from something that is depleting you emotionally, right? You've given so much to it. You have nothing left to give. You're done walking away from it, finding meaning in your life, spiritual empowerment, emotional growth. And then we have the Fool. So the Fool is taking that leap of faith into something completely different. It's going in a completely different direction. It's unexpected opportunities. It's amazing how, when we make the decision for ourselves to walk away from something that is no longer conducive to our hopes and our dreams and our growth, how many doors open up, how many opportunities come before us, how we are asked to have that blind faith and take that leap of faith. And then we have the 10 of Water, which is a rewarding family life. And it is centered on emotional and material needs being met in a trustworthy relationship. So it kind of feels like the moment you walk away from something that you've been constantly giving energy into and not being valued for it, an opportunity comes along that gives you something more, a new relationship, new partnership, new family dynamics, new opportunities. And the cups are also about imagination, right? Imagining how great something can be and allowing yourself to make space for whatever that dream is, right? So walking away from this opens doors to different opportunities, which lead to a more stable, balanced foundation when it comes to love, when it comes to appreciation, recognition, value, when it comes to partnerships and relationships. So you walking away from this opens the door to something completely different and something completely worth your time that values you as much as you value it, be it a relationship, a partnership, a business partnership, family dynamics, whatever the case. I hope that makes sense. I think it's pretty dynamic. I think it's pretty powerful and it's pretty dynamic. And it's amazing how one relationship, by walking away from one thing that we have given ourselves emotionally to, by walking away from that, just by cutting the cords from it, can open the doors to something more dynamic in our lives, more opportunistic, and more worthy of our time, our energy, and our love. So I hope that helps. And thank you for coming back. Yay! Is there anyone else? It is chilly. There is a draft somewhere in my house, which is coming from everywhere because it's an old house. And my goodness, it's cold. My goodness. My goodness. All right. So last night, I think I did 48 minutes. So tonight, I think I'll do the same. Just see who kind of rolls in and who may want a general reading or has a question or wants a charm reading or maybe a tea leaf reading. I have a bushel of charms. I love doing charm readings. I think charm readings are great. It brings another aspect to readings in general, I think. So I love doing charm readings. So if anyone would like a charm reading, hello, everybody. Mary Elizabeth here. I'm just going to hang out and see who comes in. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. If anyone would like a reading, please put your name in the comments. Be more than happy to do one for you. If there's anyone there.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel.
Greetings and salutations. Hello, everyone. Mary Elizabeth here with Sacred Love Tarot. If you have a question, put your name in the comments. Hello, everybody. This is Mary. If you'd like a reading, put your name in the comments. Name in the comments, question in the comments, or just say yes. And Hello, everyone. Mary Elizabeth here. If you'd like a reading, put your name in the comments. Type yes, put your name in the comments, write your question. I have the tea leaf cards, angel cards, everyday witch. All right, let's see. So with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords, it looks like some of us maybe. Oh, Amanda, yes, yes, you can ask a question. Yes. Hi, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Yes. What is your question, Amanda? Oh, if will Jay contact you again? Yes, you can ask another one after, and let us do the first one. Will Jay contact you again? Oh, okay. So 2 cards fell out. So the Seven of Wands is a very combative energy. It just feels like that there was a lot of tension here and a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of sporadic energy. There was a lot of defending one's feelings or defending one's concerns. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. So will Jay contact you again? I kind of feel with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands, that is a no, because these two are very chaotic energies in just different ways. But the King of Cups is a Pisces. Okay. And the King of Cups really talks about there can be this energy of imagining what life could be, looking toward the future. But when it's all said and done, what makes you happy, right? And that's what's important. What makes you happy? And regardless if this person contacts you or not, the main purpose or main goal that you should be moving towards is your own happiness. Does that make sense? The cups are about nurturing, about empathy and compassion, but also just imagining how life can be. The Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands are just so combative. I mean, one is drama and one is defending. So we have defending, drama, defending, drama. And then we have this Knight of Cups energy that is just pretty much saying, what matters most is how you feel. What matters most is what you want. What matters most is your future. So if there's all of this combativeness and scattered energy going on, then what would be best for you? Would it be here or would it be here? Does that make sense? Yeah, it just seems like he's very No, I think it's a no or a maybe. I don't think it's a yes because this is just too much. This energy is just too much. This is a lot of scattered energy. It's a lot of drama energy. It's a lot of combative energy. I don't know what he does or who he is or what he has going on in his personal life, but this feels like he's the type of person who would first try to dominate how you feel and then try to push you towards thinking the way he does or feeling the way he does or wanting what he does. I don't think that he's a very positive person. I think that there's a lot of drama going on in his life right now, and it would be most best if maybe you didn't reply to anything. Does that make sense? I don't think it's a good idea to get involved with this. Did you have another question? Why did your ex call you? Ooh, that's okay. Did we talk the other day? Because this question is familiar. I had somebody ask this question the other day, and it was just to mess around with somebody. You know, I mean, just to be an ass. Can you say asshole on YouTube? I don't know. But somebody asked me the other day why my ex called me, and it was just. I think the reason why they called is because they're curious. I think they're really curious about what you're doing, how you're doing, if you're progressing, if you're moving along, where you're going. I think they're very curious about you, about your life, about what's going on. The Page of Swords is kind of leaving the past behind. So maybe it's kind of like you were said and done and kind of washed your hands with it, and the ex was just the ex. And then the moment you decided to kind of leave that energy behind, here they come forward, wanting to know how you're doing, what you're doing, where are you going, are you working, is everything going fine, what are your plans? It's like the moment you get over them, it is the moment that they kind of drift back into your life, right? Wanting to know everything about everything, as if it's their business. So, yeah, no, I think it's just, and again, I think it's just, I mean, I have, I'm 52, so I have exes, and every now and then I'll get a text or a call, and it'll be random and out of the blue. And I've been in a relationship for like 11 years. And I'm like, why are you calling me? I've been over you for a minute. Trust me, I've been over you for a minute. And what I'm doing and where I'm going and why I left you behind and your unimportantness is where all of that is. It's none of your business what I'm doing or where I'm going or how I'm feeling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's more out of curiosity. You ever, I don't know, what is, I want to ask you if you've ever seen those romance movies to where the couples break up and then the guy gets with someone new, and then they start calling the ex back to kind of go, hey, how you doing? What's up? Where, are you seeing anybody? Are you blah, 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 blah? And she's like, aren't you with somebody? And they're like, yeah, but I was just curious. Well, why don't you be curious in your own house or to your own significant other and leave me alone? So it's almost like that. It's almost as if they're curious about what you're doing and where you're going and how you're feeling. And it's, and I know it's an odd position to be in, because there's one side of your head is like, why are Why are they so curious about what I'm doing? And the other side of your head is like, piss off. It's none of your business. What are you doing? So I think it's just they're curious about what you're doing since the breakup, you know? Are you going back to school? Is work good? Are you traveling? Is money good? I don't know. But it almost seems as if they're just randomly curious about how you're doing. I would answer sometimes trying to be nice. Last we talked, I wanted to know and see if you would tell me what was going while in the relationship. Right. Yeah, no, to me, this is
take the first step in the right direction.
The person being curious about what you're doing and how you're doing. Oh, yeah, good for you. Don't answer anymore because it's not his business. I mean, he had an opportunity, right? There was an opportunity there. If he wanted to know how you were doing, or if he wanted to know what you were doing, if he wanted to know, then that could have been resolved by being the bigger person and staying in the relationship. But because he's not, then what does it matter? Yeah, no. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, time to move on. And just out of just random left field, I don't know if you're looking for a job or if you are applying for jobs or applying for schools. But there's a lot of good things coming in for you. There's a new path that has been forged ahead for you on a completely different level. Because you leaving the past behind gives you an opportunity to kind of do what you want to do. And there may be wonderful, really good opportunities out there for you. He has a girlfriend. Of course he does. And I just remember when I was talking about the romance movies where they have a girlfriend and then they call back the ex talking about how you're doing or what you're doing or how you're feeling or whatever. You got a girlfriend. What does it matter how I feel or what I think or whatever? Get out. Get out. So on another note, like I said, if you're thinking about going back to school or getting another job or even traveling, all that kind of works out for you. So yeah, good for you. Good for you. Don't and I think that I really think that those types of people in their head have it that if they called you, you would be so Twitter-pated about them calling you that you would automatically say, yes, I want you back. They don't understand that after a significant time, we get over it and we don't need it anymore. We don't need it anymore. You're not that significant in my life anymore that I would hear your voice on the phone and completely drop to the floor begging you back. As far as the school thing, yeah, this would be a good opportunity for you to go back. The Knight of Pentacles is about having patience, and the Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity to move in completely different directions. So this going back to school could possibly open more doors for you. Oh, that had to suck. Longest relationship from high school to college. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, you're young enough that you have such an amazing life ahead of you. Don't squander it or waste it away on pieces of shit. Don't do that. You have such great energy around you and such amazing opportunities before you. Don't let anyone try to convince you that you need them in order to be the great person that you are or could be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't need any of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, you're better off, just better off. I think, and it's not my place to say. I mean, you. I'm just a person on the other side of a microphone. But I kind of feel that you are better off at this moment, going back to school, making the money that you need to make, maybe traveling if you want to travel, having a good time, really just living life, and you have time for all that other stuff later. Yeah, see? No, don't do that. Go back. Go. Enjoy your life. Go to school, go to college, do what you want to do, make the money you need to make, travel the world if you want to, explore. I mean, because trust me, when you're older and you don't do those things when you're young, you regret it. You do. You have regrets. And now the way the world is, it's very difficult to, for well, anyway, financially, for me anyways. Um, yeah, make money, have a great time. When you're older, you can worry about all that other stuff. But right now, do your thing. Have a good time and happy birthday. Happy birthday. What is that? December the 1st? Is that is that the 1st? What's his thoughts and intentions? You mean the goofy one? Oh, the 24th. Look, I'm all the way past Thanksgiving, so pay no attention to me. I'm all the way into December. My birthday's in December, so I celebrate it for like a whole month. So it's December the 19th, and I celebrate it starting November the 19th. So I'm already in December. I have no idea. No idea. Okay. So what is his intentions toward you? Oh, look what card came out. The lovers. Aww. Aww. Too bad, so sad. All right. Okay. So here's what I feel. I do feel that he has regrets, right? We have the lovers. And the lovers is that romantical relationship that, some people call the lovers a twin flame relationship. And regardless if it is or isn't, it doesn't matter. He had his opportunity to be that twin flame relationship. He had his opportunity to be that love of your life kind of thing, squandered it. Too bad, so sad, gone. So here you are, the Empress, and you are, and I said it before, planting seeds for the future, and that's what the Empress is. Very, she's the quintessential mother, right? The planting the seeds, the spreading love and joy and happiness, loyal to her life and what she wants and her needs and her dreams and desires. She's very stands in this place of peace and stands in this place of power and plants the seeds. And the energy that the Empress gives off is just so maternal and so loving and so instinctual that every seed that she plants comes to fruition. And there's just this bounty of abundance. We had it a few minutes ago when we did the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, right? Planting those seeds for a better future, planting those seeds for travel, for opportunities, for abundance, for prosperity, for passion and creativity. And you have this energy around you that is all about going. It's all about going and traveling and growing and having fun. And it's really the Empress is not for him. I would say something funny, but I would probably get blocked. When you said the Empress is not for him, my significant other calls my Empress the Empress, and he said, so when you said the Empress is not for him, in my head I can hear my significant other going, the Empress. So you have a lot of great energy. You have no kids yet. No kids yet. Yeah, and the Empress isn't. It's just not. It's not just about the whole childbearing thing. It's 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 not about the whole childbearing thing. It's planting the seed too. It's planting the seed for a better something, right? And I think I think that you're the type of person that a lot of people are drawn to. So you have the ability to help many people that are drawn to you, right? You have the ability to help people find what they want to do in their lives. You're a Sagittarian, so you're a great conversationalist, and you're very passionate about life, and you're very passionate about helping others. And with those qualities, you're able to help people find their dreams, their desires, and kind of help them move forward in the direction of their life. And that is a motherly thing too. Has nothing to do with having children. It does have to do with helping others get inspired or be inspired with their life and their wants and their dreams and their desires. I mean, pep talking somebody, talk them up, talk them up, talk them up, and send them out into the world and good luck and go. And so this Eight of Wands energy is this wonderful energy around you that is just all about going and moving and growing and it's I think you have such a wonderful aura and a wonderful life ahead of you, and the too bad so sad person would only complicate it. Yeah, not now. No, not now. Go and enjoy life. Have fun. Have a good time. Be free. I think you have a lot of things going for you, Amanda, and I don't think you should squander any of them on anyone. Anyone. Because I think this is what this is what I think. I think that you have so many wonderful things going on for you that if you were to get into another relationship, that I think the person who you would get into a relationship with, if they're not as passionate about life as you are, they would attempt to kind of pull you back away from your priorities or your dreams, and that would lead to a relationship of really contentment and being angry at that person, right? I got into this relationship with you. You wanted me to stop doing this. I stopped doing this and this and this as they are continuing on with whatever they're doing. And I think it would breed resentment. So I think that there's this energy around you of really just like living life and just to the fullest. And I think that's what you should be doing. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm a Sagittarian too. I'm a later in the month Sagittarian. But I think we're all like that. I think all Sagittarians are kind of like scholars or teachers um and we have this like really desire to take what it is that we know and put it out into the world and help others, and hopefully it's good for them. Hopefully it's good for them. Hopefully this reading was good for you. Gemini. Are you Gemini and Sag, or are they? So it's the passion mindset, but can never make up the mind. I am. Oh no, he's Gemini. Oh no, 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 no. I don't think that would be good. Because Geminis are kind of they're that twin energy, or that one way this way, one way. I have a daughter that's a Gemini. She doesn't know. One minute she does, and the next minute she doesn't. I'm like, okay. Well, let me know. I'd be like, well, let me know who you are today so we can kind of figure things out. Get on the same page. Those are never good. Those are never good. I'm a Sagittarius, and out of the horoscope signs and all of that, I'm supposed to be Libra and Leo. And I was married to a Libra once, and he was a follower. He never did anything for himself. He always followed other people, and that got him in huge trouble. And Leos are too all about themselves. They're all ego. So that didn't work for me either. And then there was the Cancer, and I don't know how it works, but it does, because Cancers and me are Cancers and Sagittarians are not supposed to be remotely compatible at all. But then again, I'm a Capricorn and an Aquarius, so I guess whatever works, works. I don't question it. I just know. Mm. Are you? So am I. A Sagittarius sun, a Capricorn moon. What's your rising sign? I'm a Capricorn moon too. No, really, I am. I am a Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. Yeah, I am. I was born at 9:22 in the morning. I'm Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. So I got the trifecta 1, 2, 3, and it's like I'm a what do I say? So Sagittarians are supposed to be all about with your Mercury and Mars and Scorpio. I don't know what all of mine is. I go to Cafe Astrology and kind of look up those charts and see where all of my, but then I forget because, because I forget. I don't remember what any of them are. I take screenshots of them and then I delete the screenshots and then I forget. So there you go. But yeah, I know it's something. It's something. But yes, definitely Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. Like I had it saved. I don't know where it went. I had the whole chart thing screenshotted. I don't know. It's gone. I'll take a screenshot and then I'll go, oh, I don't need that anymore. Delete. You're so educated in all of that. The Mars and Mercury, Scorpio. I wish I was, but I have the attention of a gnat. And if I have the attention of a gnat, and if I'm not stimulated by what I'm reading, I'll stop reading it or researching it. And then I go, oh, that would come in handy. And then that would come in handy, I would say. And then I have the opportunity to learn it, but then I have attention span of a gnat. So yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I may watch some videos so I can be on the same level of education as you the next time we talk. I'll watch some videos on it. Yes, very curious. Would that be? Would it be curious or just wanting to know everything? Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, though. Oh, really? Let me look mine up. Now I'm just curious. Let's look it up. Where do I look it up? Birth chart. Hold on. Here we go. Such a Sag. I love everything about the occult. I'm not as familiar with it maybe as you. But hold on for a second. Let me look. What am I doing? All right, I'm almost there. Hold on. Make sure to subscribe. I should tell you that. Subscribe. Share. Hit a button. All right. So here we go. What do I do? Where am I at? So what is yours? Mars in Cancer, Mercury, Scorpio. So my Mercury is in Sagittarius. My Venus is in Capricorn. My Mars is in Pisces. My Saturn is in Gemini. Uranus in Libra. Neptune in Sagittarius. Lilith in Libra. Pluto in Libra. I have a lot of Libra. Your Mars is in Scorpio. My Mars is in Pisces. I wonder what that means. I should look it up. Mercury in Scorpio. My Mercury is in my sun sign. Neptune in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius, and Sun in Sagittarius. I have Mars in my second house, Lilith in my, oh Lord, what is that? 1, 8, 9? One X. What is 1X? Is that 9? Hold on. 1X. No, numeral 1X. No, that's not what I want. Number. Well, that's not even what I asked. It's 11. I think. Oh, it's 9. So Lilith in my 9th house. Now it just went away. The whole thing just went away. So yeah, anyways. So yeah. Yeah, I'll look more and more into it. I mean, like I said, I have an attention span of a gnat, so I have no idea. But I'm curious about some of the placements and why I am the way I am. But am I curious enough to, yeah, I think I am. Maybe. I don't know. I have a book. I'll read it. Yeah, but it's okay though. It's all right. It's okay. It's like we're besties. My first house of the second shoulder of the third finger on the foot is my Scorpio sign. And the left butt cheek and the second knee on the third leg is my Sagittarius sign. And thank you. So are you. If you're on Facebook, the name is, I don't know if you're on Facebook or the Tickety Talks or whatever. I don't know. But I am Sacred Love Tarot everywhere. Oh, his feelings toward you. Did we do that already? Look, there's more people coming. They feel our energy and our laughter and our fun. You're Gen Z, you don't use Facebook. Okay, so hello, Shane. Hello. Shane, is it Shane? So the Four of Swords is kind of reevaluating things. I'm good, Chan. Thank you. Yeah, subscribe and like, please. All right, so feelings. All right, so I think there's an evaluation here. You know how some people, you know the song "You Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone"? You remember that? There's evaluating there, right? Yeah, but I'll be done here really quickly. I'll be done quickly. Yes, still doing readings. So there is, I think, what he feels. I think that's what we're talking about. There's this evaluation process or reevaluating what he's done or how he feels. And with the Two of Pentacles, there's this instability there as well. So I think that he's confused. That's what I think. And look, we have the Seven of Cups. So that's about making choices. So I think that there is this reevaluation that's going on inside of his head. And there is this little imbalance that's there as well. And in his head, he's like, well, if I could have this, 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 and this, let's choose all of these things to make the perfect package, right? Now, if I could have this and this and this and this and this and this, that would be great. So I think that there are some parts of him that are evaluating or reevaluating how he feels, the relationship that he's in. And it's like he's hoping for something or wishing for something. That makes sense because we talked about him calling. I think his feelings towards you, I think he's going over. I think he may be a little bit confused, a little bit imbalanced, and he's going over how he feels. He's evaluating it all. And I think that he has this idea of how things could be, but because there is this separation, I think that he's going over how things happened or what happened, and he's feeling a little imbalanced about it, unstable perhaps, and wishing how things could be. Does that make sense? It's like that whole "you don't know what you got till it's gone" kind of thing, right? And then it's gone, and then you're like, oh, but we could have done that, we could have did this, and I could have done this, and I should have done that, and blah, 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 blah. And then it's too late. So that's so sad. Oops. So, Chan, do you have a question or would you just like a general reading? And if you're here, please subscribe and follow or like, all that stuff. Oh, a general reading on love. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. So the Six of Wands talks about the Six of Wands talks about appreciation and recognition, but the Nine of Swords talks about insecurity and uncertainty, maybe kind of feeling like a wallflower, and really feeling as if there's this. I mean, it almost feels like there's something that you have to say, and or you want to be heard. You want to be seen, you want to be appreciated, you want to be recognized, you want to be loved, you want to be, there are all these things that you desire to be, but there's this really, I mean, contrasting energy with the that was the feelings toward you. That was what you asked. There's this energy of feeling insecure or maybe even not worthy. And so the strength card is about you having the courage and the strength to really step out of your shell, Chan. Step out of your shell. Be the person who you want to be, and be the person who you want to be, but also be the person that will attract the person you want to be with. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's about peeling back the layers, breaking out of the shell. I know from experience how hard it can be to break out of a shell, especially when people from your past have created this energy around you of insecurity or doubt. I grew up verbally abused by my parents, and I was always told that I was nothing, that I would be nobody, that I was ugly, I was bullied for being poor. I mean, I went through the whole trifecta of it all. And all I wanted was to be recognized, to be seen, to be appreciated, to be heard. And when we go through a life of things like that, and not just from your parents, but from relationships and partnerships, and it becomes very difficult to allow yourself to express yourself, right? It becomes very difficult to peel back the layers. It becomes very difficult to find people who see, recognize, and appreciate what you have to offer and your value. So what you're being guided to do here is to step into your strength, step into your courage, start peeling back those layers and being the person that you desire to be, so you can attract the people who you desire to attract. It's very important that we break out of that shell, and it's very important that we break those karmic energy energy bonds, energy chains, energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very important that we break that. It's very important that, be it karmically, ancestrally, be it through past lives or generational this, and this, somewhere along the way, those things have to be broken. They have to be cut. They have to be severed. Or we just keep repeating. We just keep repeating patterns that keep us in that same repetitive energy, and that's not good for you, and it's not good for what you're trying to attract in your life. So it's time to get strong. It's time to use that divine energy within you to start peeling back those layers and breaking those karmic chains. I hope that helps. And when you're in that insecurity thing, I think it's very, very important that when we are in that energy of insecurity and doubt, it is very difficult to be open to listening to wise advice, right? Because we are our own worst enemy and we are our own worst critic. So there will be times when you just have to take a step back from everything and allow yourself to heal, allow yourself grace, give yourself a little nourishment and energy, and do a little bit of work on yourself. I hope that helps. Like and subscribe if you're able to, if you feel drawn to, if you'd like to, and know that you are divinely guided and loved. Pick up the phone and tell him that the Empress isn't for him. Thank you so much. Tell him that the Sagittarius Capricorn Lilith energy isn't for him. It's on hold. It's on layaway. All right. Thank you so very much, Chen. Is there anyone else that would like a reading before I go? And I'm going to start doing these on a regular basis. So if you guys could possibly share, that would be amazing. Am I able to see what sign? As in a horoscope sign? Oh, that's going to be 1. It's going to be 1 card. Complicated. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the card that came out is Temperance, and that is Sagittarius. And what's funny is I'm a Sagittarius, and Amanda is also a Sagittarius. So you are surrounded by friends. So it's a Sagittarius. It is a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. Amanda's a Sagittarius. So it's the Sag gang. You're a Leo. Oh, we were just talking about Leos. I'm not going to repeat it. I was married to a Leo once, but just once. A fire gang. Yeah, Leos are fire, aren't they? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Yeah, that's funny. The fire gang. So Sagittarius. And we know that Temperance is about moderation. And we also know that Temperance is about balance and stability. So this person, this wonderful Sagittarian that you will be meeting, will help you. I think they'll help you find the balance in places where you don't feel so stable in your life. And I think that they will also help you kind of with moderation as well. I think sometimes we need someone to kind of help us find what is most important in our lives and not focus so much on the little things that are insignificant. I think we do that a lot. I think we have a tendency to focus on the little things that aren't as significant, and that we need somebody to kind of direct us a little bit toward those things that are significant, that are wonderful, that are amazing. So I think that this Sagittarian that is coming to your life will be someone that helps you find balance and moderation. Yeah. Thank you both. This has been a pleasure. I've had a good time. The X Gemini. Let us see. The X Gemini. All right, here we go. You ready? Well, they could see you as all in your head. Isn't that interesting that that King of Cups came out again? So the Nine of Swords energy is very insecure, very all in your head, but the Four of Cups energy is the energy of not really feeling worthy of something, right? So if you were to go, how does that Gemini see me? How does that Gemini view me? They view you as a very insecure person who doesn't know what they want, but very fantasy-like, very, look what I'm doing all of these things for my future, and I'm out there and I'm having fun and I'm having a great time. But underneath it all, there is this energy of insecurity and complacency or comfortability, and not really wanting to accept anything, because there's this lack of energy of I can, right? With that Four of Cups energy, this is like, I don't know if I can do this, because I don't know if I'm stable enough. I don't know if I'm balanced enough. I don't know if I have the tools for the job, or the this for the job, or the that, or the that, or the that. And I'm very in my head and I'm very insecure. I'll catch you ladies another night. It's later here now. Thank you, Chen. Have a good night. Okay, so Amanda, what were you saying? Me insecurity, that his thoughts about himself. It could be him projecting. Most definitely, it could be him projecting. There are those people who make us second guess ourselves. Those people who get very much up in our energy, and when we know exactly what we want, they second guess if we really want what we want, and then they have us second guessing ourselves. So it sounds like what is it called? Gaslighting? Is that what that's called? There's another word for it. I think it's called gaslighting. I don't know. Yeah, gaslighting. Yeah. It's like, okay, so what do you want? Okay, this is what I want. Yeah, but are you sure that's what you want? Well, now that you're fucking asking me, I don't know if I'm sure that's what I want. Oh, I was sure 5 minutes ago, and now you're all up in my business and asking me if I'm positive about what I want. Now I'm insecure about what I want. I don't know what I want now. What do you want me to want, So it kind of just feels something like that. Happy-go-lucky, let's live our lives, let's look toward the future, but what do you want? Well, this is what I want. But yeah, is that really what you want? Well, why are you asking me if you're going to second guess me? Does that make sense? Why are you asking me what I want? And if I'm telling you what I want, you are second guessing what I'm telling you that I want. So why ask me what I want? Why don't you make the decision for me then? It's a very weird thing. I think it's a form of control. Does that make sense? It's like a form of mind control. It's like second guess them so much to the point that they second guess themselves, and then you have some sort of semblance of power against them or over them. Does that make sense? Yeah. I had an ex-husband who would do that all the time. I do not like him. It is 1:11:11 on my little clock. Yeah, that sounds like his own insecurities to me. Sounds perhaps like he was the insecure one. My phone is always dying. It's so weird. I think people like that project their insecurity, and I think they do it. Um, what I think is that when they are insecure about themselves, they project their insecurity onto others, and then make others feel like that other person is the reason why they're insecure. Does that make sense? So hold on, let me plug in my phone. So it would be like him being so insecure about himself that he would make you feel bad about what he is what's the word? He would make you feel bad about he would be so insecure about himself that he would make you feel bad about the things that you're not doing. God, that's just awful. That's just ugly. It's ugly, it's ugly, it's ugly. So taking no responsibility for his own actions and everything projected onto you. That's ugly. Don't do TikTok. That's funny. Gen Z. Well, it sounds pretty obsessive, doesn't it? I mean, calling and you want me to throw some cards? Let's throw a card and see if he's obsessed with you. So what would that be? Ooh, the devil. Oh, the devil. Oh, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh. What does he want? I don't know. I'm not getting the devil. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is about growth, and the Nine of Cups is not trying to control anything, and the High Priestess is connecting to this divine energy. So I'm not getting obsessed with any of these cards. I think it's more trying to control the conversation, to control the flow, to control the energy. You know how people sometimes really hard try to control something they're unable to control, and in their head everything is working fine. In their head everything is great. In their head everything is like peachy keen jelly bean. So I think in his head there is absolutely nothing wrong, right? Which again is kind of like a gaslighting behavior. If there was nothing wrong, then you would be together. But because you're not, there had to be something wrong, because here we are. So it's almost like there's this energy of like we're growing and happy and abundant and prosperous, and there may be all of these crazy things happening, but I'm not going to try to control any of it. I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to, connect with my weird. It's just weird. You need a vacation. Because there's success in your life. I love these cards. And then there's the end of a situation. Someone is leaving your life. So go on a vacation. Success is assured. I feel he's just curious. I feel he's just, and it's again, it's that you don't know what it's got till it's gone. It's that thing of, I have someone, but that someone isn't good enough. What's the song? What's the song? There's a song about that. Um, a song that talks about they broke up. Okay, I know your age range is like 9 months to 27 years. But there is a country song, and the country song is called "Then What," right? So it's about someone leaving somebody because they think the grass is greener on the other side. But when they recognize that the grass isn't greener on the other side, but the person who they left doesn't want them back either, then it's a then what, right? Then what do you do? Then what? Then you have to make a decision on what side of the fence you want to be on. But in reality, there is no side of the fence because this person doesn't want you because you left them, and you don't want that person because you recognize that the person whom you left, the person that you really wanted for, wasn't good enough either. So there will never be anything or anyone good enough. It'll just be constantly going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I think so. Yeah. I think that he saw what he had in you, and that relationship went sideways, and now he's with somebody else, but he doesn't see in that somebody else what he saw in you. And I think that there's this comparison thing here. Yeah. And that's weird in itself. Maybe there are some things about her that he likes, and there's some things about you that he likes, and he thinks that if he can have her and you, it's like the best of both worlds. There are people that are like that. I think it's weird. Yeah, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you a story. This is a story. It's a true story. I have a friend, my dear friend, my dear friend of 23 years. Been married for 36, 37 of those years, and he is married, and he is married and loves his wife very much, but there are some things that his wife couldn't do because she was sick. So he had a roommate and he fell in love with the roommate, and then the roommate went away. And when the roommate went away, he realized that he was in love with her. So when she came back after a really awful relationship, he told her that he was in love with her. So they became a family, right? The wife and the girlfriend were best friends. They all lived together. There was none of that kind of stuff going on. They kind of shared a schedule. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and every other Saturday, he was with the girlfriend, and this and this and this, he was with the wife. So there were things that he did with the girlfriend that he didn't do with the wife, like hiking and kayaking and traveling and things like that. And there were things that he did with the wife that he didn't do with the girlfriend. And he had the best of both worlds. And I think that some men are programmed to feel that it is okay to have this in one woman and this in another woman and try to combine the two so you have the best of both worlds. I know not all men are like that, but I think that in one man's fantasy, if he could have this girl over here who is accomplished in all of this, and this girl over here who's accomplished in all of this, and spend time between the two, there could be, and it's great for him. I don't know how the chicks will feel about it, but it's great for him. So some people are we're all programmed differently. I'm a girl's girl. So I don't do certain stuff. That's funny. You wouldn't believe the things I would do for good food and a Klondike bar. Ooh, what does he see in you? I don't know. People see that fiery energy, that fiery, independent energy in Sages. Come on now. Yeah, the Page of Wands is a Sagittarius. So that independent energy, that it's kind of like that energy of I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. I got to go the way I want to go. It's that passionate, independent energy. It's that energy of not giving a. It's that energy of being open to. And you know, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is an energy of someone coming forward. But because the Knights are travelers, it's almost as if there's this energy that you don't expect certain things, right? And I know that's weird, but for some people, for some men, it's almost as if there's for some men that energy of you just being there is good enough for them, and their independence and freedom, kind of like what they hold dear, right? So if in the relationship you were like, well, if you want to go do your own thing, go do your own thing. I don't care. It just is what it is. So it's almost as if there was this attraction to, right. The attraction was you don't expect things. And maybe that was it, right? Maybe you didn't expect certain things from him. And maybe his what's the word? His attraction was that you didn't, but also maybe that was the maybe the attraction was that you didn't expect things, that you're independent and you are passionate about life and you have your own thing. There are things that you want to do, and there are things that where you want to go and what you want to do and what you want to see. And maybe his attraction was that you didn't expect some things, right? And maybe that was it. And maybe that was it. And maybe the person he's with now isn't like that. Maybe she's too needy and too clingy and too wanty and too what's word? What word? What word? What word? Wanty, needy, gotta clingy, wanty, needy. No, that's true. That's true. But to some people, that whole you do you and I can do for myself. So some people that could translate as, oh, well, she's telling me that I can go ahead and do whatever I want. So here I go doing whatever I want. And to some people, that's what that means. But those are those same people who kind of take words and twist them. When I tell you I'm good, go and do, go do you, I can do for myself. I'm not saying go out and have this and have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I want an open relationship. I'm just saying that if you want to go do something, go do something. But remember, we're together, Right. But I bet you that didn't stop him from having female friends or talking about female friends or hanging out with female friends or. Okay, John wants to know, will him and his ex, Caroline, get back together? John, there are some things that you're going to have to let go in order for this relationship to happen, in order for your ex to come back together. I don't know if there's emotional baggage that you're still holding on to, or maybe things from your past, or I should be getting paid. No, if there's some things from your past that you should let go of, or some emotional issues that you may be having at the moment, but there's definitely some things that you need to let go before the possibility or probability of Caroline coming back to you. Because the star card is a card of dreams coming true. It is a card of you having everything that you want, need, and desire. But the star card and the Six of Pentacles are both cards about learning how to be open to give and receive, learning how to be open to hold space for what is being offered to you. So if there's any type of insecurity or uncertainty within you, if there's any type of hurt from past relationships or insecurities because of hurt from past relationships, you may want to look into dealing with that, if that makes sense. Because if you are having a really hard time with acceptance, if you're having a really hard time with someone saying, I love you, if you're having a really hard time with someone complimenting you, if you're having a really hard time with someone offering you something, then that could be from negative relationships in your past. And we never want relationships in our past to dictate relationships that are presented to us in our present, because it's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to the person who you're in a relationship with. So I do think that Caroline, was that her name, Caroline? I do think there's a possibility of you getting back together, but I just really think there are some things that you need to let go of and work on yourself first before that happens. And there's also the Nine of Wands is also the struggle, right? It's the struggle to maybe be open to receiving, the struggle to be open to accepting, the struggle to be to open to even letting go, this struggle to be open to share your passions or share your desires, or maybe be in a place of passion and power. So there is this struggle that you have been going through, and it looks like it's a struggle to release some things, and a struggle to accept some things. So I do really think that working on yourself is priority one at the moment. And as you work on yourself and you're able to let some things go, that you will open energy for this relationship to come back together. Okay, you're asking, what are we doing? You see me and the Pisces talking soon. We're going to do one cards. You and the Pisces talking soon. Come on now. There are just so many cards flying. All right. Do I see you and the Pisces talking soon? Yes. Yeah, I think you and the Pisces, I think there is this goddess energy about you that kind of brings things in, makes things happen. And I think people like that. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is very fruitful, and it's a yes. So do you see me in the Pisces talking soon? Yes. If you would try to be friends with the Gemini, how would it go? Oh Lord. Instability. I think that Gemini, I think the Gemini is the type of person that takes on more responsibility than they need to. I think they're the kind of person that recognizes that, you know, everything is connected and there's all these great things, but they take on too much responsibility. And because they take on all of this responsibility, they're a little bit unstable or imbalanced. So I think the Pisces and you, the conversation would be great. I think if you tried to be friends with this Gemini, I think that it would be a little, the friendship would be unstable because they're possibly unstable. A therapy session. It's free. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because in the traditional tarot, the Two of Pentacles is on a beach, and there are two ships out at sea, and they have to make the decision if they take on the responsibility of trying to save those two ships that are out on a rough sea. Now, if you go out there, if you swim out there in that rough sea to those boats that are about to sink, then what happens to you? The probability of you not coming back is huge. So I think that Two of Pentacles energy takes on too much responsibility that they can't really, it just causes instability. Yeah, it just causes instability, and instability in many, many different places, not just instability in their life, but instability in other people's lives too. Because instability loves company. May I ask a question? Sister, yes, you may ask a question. Oh, I need a drink. You are so very welcome, and you're welcome back anytime. Ariana, how is Trevor feeling in this current situation? Thank you. I try to be. Okay, hold on. Let me get Ariana first. How is Trevor feeling in this current situation? In this current situation, I feel that hold on for a second. In this current situation, Ariana, I feel that Trevor's feelings for you are there's the energy with the Knight of Cups is appreciation. I appreciate you. I recognize you. I see you. But the Knight of Cups, the cups are also flighty, right? I love you. I appreciate you. I recognize you. I see you. But I feel that there's room for moderation and stability in the relationship too. I feel that sometimes it's a little bit unstable due to this flighty Knight of Cups energy. But there's this energy of needing to be reined in. Does that make sense? We need to rein it in. So Trevor is feeling sometimes appreciative. Sometimes, there's this recognition. Sometimes there's this balance and stability, but sometimes there is this flighty energy. And it seems to be kind of like all over the place, right? There's a little something here, something here, something here, something here. There is no doubt that there is, this perhaps romantical feeling, no doubt about that. But there's also this energy of having this and wanting this. right? So there's a little bit, there's the need for stability. There's a need for balance. There's a need to rein some things in this relationship. But then we have the Death card, and the Death card is all about cutting them off. So in regards to Trevor in this current situation, I feel that there are some things that he just needs to kind of cut out of his life, kind of things that cause him not to be as dependable, not to be as balanced and stable, not to be as there as you would like them to be. Does that make sense? John, the reading talked about the probability of you getting back together. There is the possibility there, but there's work that needs to be done on your part. There's possibility there, yes, but there's work that needs to be done. So perhaps maybe you can take a step back and look at why the relationship ended, what happened, why she blocked you, and try to figure out if there is possibly something that happened that can be changed to create a better energy and a better situation between you and her. Is he going through something with his son's mom? Going through something. Do you mean going through a situation or going through something? Yeah, there's hostility there, all right. The Seven of Wands is really hostile. The Seven of Wands is really scattered, hostile energy. There's this back and forth. It's a constant back and forth. So if you're asking if he's going through something, that answer is no. But is he going through something? Yeah, there is something there. It's very hostile. It's very chaotic. It's not good at all. It's a constant butting of the heads. He's definitely going through something with his son's mother. Look at that. I mean, the seven of Wands is just this constant battle. It's this constant disagreement. It's this constant defending oneself, constantly defending oneself. Just as passionate as he is about, I know what I'm doing. I know what I have to do, this, and this. She is equally as passionate as coming back at him and making him feel like he has to explain everything, right? There's this explanation of what you're doing, where you're going, where you've been, how is this. It's a constant defending oneself. So I think when we had the Death card, and I know that there isn't a way for him to cut her off. I know that there isn't a way, but there is a way for him to put up boundaries to where she only has there's only so much shit that he'll take and only so much shit that she'll give him if he puts up boundaries. If he allows her to be this toxic, then it's almost like she has the control over him to get him angry or upset or disappointed or you know what I'm saying? So there has to be some sort of boundaries. There has to be some sort of protection between between the butting of the heads of these two people. So yeah, there's definitely something going on, and it's hostile. So there needs to be some sort of barrier there, some sort of boundaries. Girl, I remember you. Stop playing. Girl, stop playing. Does a ex that's interesting to get the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about just cutting it off, just being done with it. It's like it's like this energy of I'm pretty much done. I'm just, it's like have you heard the saying, the quill is mightier than the sword, or the penny is mightier than the sword? So I can erase you from my life with the sword. I can erase you from my life with the quill. I don't think, no, I don't. I don't think the Gemini. I don't think the Gemini. This is a no. I don't feel very good about that. The swords kind of scares me. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Ariana. And I know situations like that can be very difficult when your partner or significant other is so upset at, the obligations and responsibilities that they have in their life, that it affects your relationship in that way. Yeah, I would suggest that he, and I know it's difficult coming from an outside person, coming from someone else's perspective. I think it's important that we put up boundaries, and I think it's important that we don't give other people the power to control how we feel, especially when he is not speaking to you, because the Queen of Swords was for you, Amanda. Because he's not talking to you because he's so upset with her, right? So it's almost like she knows what buttons to push in order to get him upset. And if he is upset, he isn't talking to you. So it's almost like a win-win for the other person. So there has to be some sort of boundaries set up, so that relationship doesn't affect your relationship. Right, because I have an attention span of a gnat. So Amanda, the Queen of Swords was for you. The chop chop, chop chop. The chop chop. The next time you come on, I'm going to have a piece of paper, and I'm going to write down the Gemini, the this and this and this, and then I'm going to put all the cards next to them, and then we're going to get all the cards and lay them all out and see which one is the best for you. It's my significant other, guys. I have to go. Actually, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not going anywhere. Give me a minute. Hello, dear. Are you all right? Okay. Where you stay? Okay. Is the weather okay, or is it still raining outside? Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'll see you in about an hour. Okay. I love you. I'll talk to you later, baby. All right. Bye. Bye, baby. All right. Hold on for a second. By the way, guys, I accept donations. I don't have my PayPal listed, but I do accept donations. My PayPal is listed in any of the other videos. Ariana, can I do a... yeah, I love him to pieces. We've been together for like 11 years. He's my Eric. His name is Eric. He's a Cancer. And he came into my life when I really needed someone in my life, someone strong and dependable and caring and loving and nurturing. So yeah, and he'll be home in an hour, and I haven't seen him all week. So yeah. Thank you. All right. So overall energy, yes? Okay. This is one of my favorite cards, and I know people freak out about it, but it is. It's one of my favorite cards. The Tower card for me is Spirit's way of saying there is something going on in your life that is unstable. It's not balanced. It's really not not in a space or a place or on a foundation that is sustainable. And the strength card is about having the strength and the courage to recognize it and try to reformat it. Now, this can be in any area of your life because you asked for an overall energy, right? So we can start with the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is this energy of recognizing that there are some things that you have control of, and there's some things that you just don't. And if you tried or attempted to control the things that you have no control of, that's when everything pretty much goes to shit, like the Tower, right? And when everything goes to shit via the Tower, it is Spirit's way of going, these are the things that aren't working. These are the things that aren't working. And these are the things that you have to look at in your life. And these are the things that have to be rebuilt, reformatted, or just call it good. This could be work, family relationships, business partnerships, anywhere that this fits, because you asked for an overall energy. So the Strength card is about you knowing that you have the energy within you, you knowing that you have the power within you to navigate that toxic energy, that chaotic energy, however you want it to go. So if there's chaotic or toxic energy in your life, some things you have control over, some things you don't. If you try to control the things that you don't, then things go completely to crap. And we have to make sure that we are in a position of recognizing those things that we don't control, because we don't want to give all of our energy to something that is completely out of our hands. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you, Andrea. I hope that helped, Ariana. I hope that helped. All right. Love reading for Andrea. Oh, you're manifesting wonderful things. Look at this. So we have the Magician, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Wands. There is a lot of passion within you. You have so much to offer. It's this well-rounded, spiritual, creative, abundant, balanced, imaginative, independent, strong energy that resonates from you, you know? And it is almost as if you are preparing, or Spirit is preparing you for this grand moment of presenting to you what you have been looking for, what you've been attempting to manifest, what you've been daydreaming about or fantasizing about. The Fool's journey starts with the Fool, and the Magician is next. So as you start on this journey, the Magician is preparing you for everything that you need for this journey, right? And the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of tapping into your intuition, your creativity, your personal power, your connection to Spirit and Source. And the Two of Wands is you imagining how life could be and celebrating that, celebrating the fact that you know that you are worthy of it. So as far as a love reading, I feel that you are manifesting something absolutely amazing and incredible and wonderful if you haven't already. If you have, it feels like it's taking it to the next step. If you haven't, you soon will. And that is that. Does that make sense? Yeah, because we have this energy of gratitude, this energy of thanks, this energy of gratitude, this energy of nourishment, compassion, empathy. There's just and the Six of Cups can also be you meeting with a group of people. If you haven't met someone already, in this group of people could be where you will be meeting this person if you haven't met anyone yet. You could be going on like a first date or a second date, really talking about things, being very open and talking about things that you love, talking about things that you're grateful for, that you're passionate about. And it's really a kind of a pretty much grateful, nurturing conversation. So I would say that there is something coming in, and I would say that you have met this person already, or you will meet this person at some sort of gathering with a group of people. So be open to whatever energy is coming in. Be open to what it is that you're looking for from a partner, or be open to taking that next step if you already have a partner. I hope that helps. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. All right, that is it for me this evening. Thank you all for spending these last 2 hours with me. Know that you are all divinely guided and loved, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, take care of you. Bye.